If you keep losing gunfights, it's not your aim. It's these 7 things. Stop doing them. Mistake number 1, ADSing around corners. When you do this, you slow down your movement speed so much, you're walking like a turtle. You become an easy target, and even somebody who's a level 5 can take you out. That's why pro players usually play really fast, and you never really see them doing it. Another thing, the sprint out delay will kill you because it takes time for your gun to pull up. And if you're doing it too late and you're kind of pulling out your gun while you're ADSing around a corner, you're probably just gonna die regardless. Also, a big factor, enemies will see you first before you see them. That's called Peeker's advantage, and we'll break that down more in the video. But basically, you're going to get shot at first, even if it may not look like that on your screen. So it's a terrible idea. 2 things you can do instead of ADSing out slowly. You can basically what we call the bot walk, where you walk to the side and it has faster movement speed than it would be if you're just aiming down your sight. And then you just snap on your target, and that fast motion is going to be a little bit of a peeker's advantage for yourself, and you should be able to take them out. And the only time you should ever ADS around a corner or pre-aim someone like that is if you know for a fact someone is in that exact spot and you're going to get the jump on them, or they're camping in the corner and he's not paying attention to you, and it's a free kill. Mistake number 2, you're centering too low. Your centering is off, which is really important. And you see all the pro players are really good at this one. Basically, you want your crosshairs to be in the middle of your screen or wherever you're anticipating someone, whether it's on a head glitch, whether it's on, a spot, a route where someone's going to come through. If you're centered already, it's going to allow you to snap on and win the gunfight. You don't have to adjust your aim. You don't have to make that adjustment, that 1 second, that half a second. It could be a millisecond. In Call of Duty, in a video game, you die very fast. And if you're not ready for that, you're going to be out. So depending on the elevation, you always want to be centered up, down, left, right. You want to follow through with the centering. Just pretend the players are always 10% taller than you. Always try to aim for the chest or the head, and that way you'll take them out faster. Mistake number 3, stop sprinting into every single fight. The problem is you have a pull-up time when you sprint out, and it could take a little bit of time depending on the weapon, depending on your attachments. If someone is sitting there pre-aiming you already or in a very good spot, the odds of you taking him out are pretty low, unless he's just really bad, like a level 5. Your aim assist also doesn't get completely checked in until you've ADS'd onto your opponent. So if you're just sprinting and you have to transition from sprinting into aiming in, your ADS won't kick in until the end. And by then, you're probably dead. So you have to always keep that in mind. Sprint out can be effective, but it doesn't always work in your favor. And of course, if you're sprinting around the map like a headless chicken, you're going to get caught off guard. You're going to be looking at the wrong areas. Your centering is going to be off. So the odds of you getting those kills when you're just sprinting around doesn't always work out in your favor. A couple things you can do. Obviously, you can sprint around, but as soon as you think you're about to approach a fight or you're getting really close to about to engage with someone, you slow down and just start walking. Maybe gun up really quick. Just walk, bot walk. Just get ready for the engagement. That way you have a chance of winning the fight. Also, instead of just sprinting around corners, as soon as you're about to hit the corner, you do the sprint into the pre-aim. So something I do and a lot of pros do is we come around a corner and we instantly put our gun up. Now, there's 2 reasons why this is good, and it's better than ADSing around a corner. 1, usually you get the peeker's advantage. 2, the movement is so fast around a corner that even if they start shooting you, you have this movement boost where you sprint out, ADS as you're coming around the corner and into the fight, and you're going to catch them off guard and usually take them out with peeker's advantage. And of course, you can always slide around the map. You see a lot of the pros do it. A lot of the good players do it. They're constantly sliding. Why? You become a harder target, number 1. If you're trying to shoot someone who's sliding around like a snake, it becomes a little bit more difficult. And 2, that movement is going to catch them off guard, and you can just obviously shoot them as they're trying to kill you. Mistake number 4, jumping at the wrong time. And I see a lot of people do this. You guys aren't bunnies. Jumping can be effective, but obviously you have to time it correctly. When you're just jumping all the time, 1, you're going to be an easy read. Like, look at this guy. Look at this idiot jumping again. And you're also going to be super slow. You're going to be basically in mud, so you're going to be an easy target. So not only do you become easy to track, but also when you're just jumping and ADSing all the time, your shots become a little harder to hit, and it becomes wobbly. I don't know if you've noticed this, but your shots kind of go everywhere. So that's something you got to understand. So you're probably wondering, Apathy, when is it a good time to jump? Well, number 1, mid gunfight jumps are never a bad idea. Doesn't mean you should do it all the time, but there are some gunfights where you're like, all right, I should jump shot here. So let's say you guys are, fighting it out, duking it out. You guys meet with each other and you just hit a jump shot middle of the gunfight, maybe to throw them off, and it works. That is a good time to do it. Not before, not too early, not randomly, but literally in the middle of the gunfight as soon as you guys are engaging. Another time to jump is when you're sliding. You can slide jump or jump slide. What does that mean? Well, you can slide and then jump, which is a great movement, or you can do the OG. What a lot of people do is where they run, they jump, and they slide. This thing makes you launch really far. It catches people off guard. It was a really good Black Ops 6 movement, and it's still beneficial in Black Ops 7. And to top it all off, you also can slide, jump, or just jump around corners. That's something a lot of pros been doing since 2004 or 3. They jump around corners. It's so effective. Again, it goes back to the peekers advantage. You catch people off guard. You know, instead of ADSing super slow around a corner, you hit this crazy jump movement around a corner, and you just, I mean, it's a free kill for you. Mistake number 5, re-peeking the same angle. And this happens to me. I'm the one who's killing the guy re-peeking me. It's such an easy kill, man. It looks like you're a noob when you do this. Obviously, if you peek me around a corner and I see you there and I'm preemed up like, oh, this is about to be a free kill, and you re-peek and try to challenge me, 9 out of 10 times I'm taking you out if you just don't do it correctly. And even if you try to camera me, usually once I know you're there and I'm ready for the gunfight, I most likely will take you out. But this is a mistake I see a lot of people do. The reason it doesn't work is the enemy is already going to be aimed at your head and basically ready to take you out. The movement is going to be predictable, which usually that's the only advantage the peeker has, is when you can kind of camera and catch the person off guard. So this just doesn't work. But there's a few things you can do to counteract this. First of all, you can mess with them and then maybe approach through a new angle or just take another route. Sometimes you're forced to take another route if that gunfight feels impossible. Or you approach it from a new angle, try to back up. Sometimes, like, I'll back up, maybe kind of get into a head glitch. So it'll be like head glitch versus head glitch. There's certain ways you can kind of finesse it, right? You can also do the Shotzi maneuver, or I don't know if you guys seen some of the pros where you slide back and forth, left, right, left, right, left, right. Try to kind of get your enemy guessing. Like, is he going to challenge me now? Is he going to slide? Is he what is he doing? And you can maybe catch your opponent off guard when you kind of mess with their brain a little bit. Also changing the elevation, you know, maybe going a little bit lower, higher, trying to get another angle again. You just got to play games with it. It's not going to be super simple, but usually re-peeking the exact same spot is not going to take you anywhere. Stop doing it. Mistake number 6, not using cover properly. And you see this all the time where people have a head glitch and they either overexpose themselves or they can maybe crouch or maybe back up a little bit where they don't show their body as much, right? When you're in a head glitch, all you want to show is basically your head. Certain ones, you're going to show a little bit of shoulder. You're going to show a little bit of neck. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Realistically, you should always have the advantage. Should it be a 70-30% in your favor or maybe 80-20 when you are in a head glitch and they're not? So things you can do, obviously, is try to show less of your body. That's number 1. 2, sometimes when you're in a head glitch, you're like, what do I do if they're hitting me? I'm about to die in this head glitch. Like, it's supposed to be unstoppable, but I'm about to get taken out. Well, you can do the quick peek, prone, snake. You don't always have to stay on the head glitch. And yes, you can get smoked. You know, it's not like you're invincible. But there's the things you can do, right? You can quick peeks, in, out, in, out, in, out. Maybe get behind cover, then go back to the head glitch. You can lay down, kind of hit a snake, and just kind of finesse the head glitch. The good thing about the head glitch is you have so much cover that you can use it to your advantage. It's not only about playing offensive, you could also play defensive with it. Mistake number 7, and this might be a no-brainer, but we all do this. Shooting too late. You guys like to hesitate sometimes. I've been there myself. You try to find the perfect shot or like, am I going to be able to hit this shot? Is my aim assist going to kick in? And you hesitate, and then you either don't get the kill and they escape, or you just die. Don't be afraid to shoot your weapon. Let it go. You should start shooting your gun as soon as you ADS. As soon as it hits their body, just shoot. Unless you really have a bad shot. But most of the time, just start shooting. Something I do and a lot of pros do, and you don't always have to do it. It's obviously situational, and a lot of these tips are situational. You just got to apply them when it makes sense. Is that I will even start shooting my gun as I'm transitioning into the ADS. So I'm shooting before. I mean, it depends, right? Again, situational. Depends how much ammo I have. Depends how close that person is. If I can maybe get a couple hipfire hits. But I will start shooting as I'm transitioning into the ADS. That's what I mean. Don't hesitate. Let it rip. You know what they say? Spray and pray, baby. Fix even 2 of these things and you win 10 times more gunfights, guaranteed. As always, if you got this far to the video, leave a like. It helps a lot. I'm here to teach you guys. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in another one. Peace.